Nick Castellanos and Kyle Schwarber experiment. Phillies are 2-1. Took 2 out of 3 from the Athletics. There was a little bit of a scare in that second game.
Yeah.
Not going to lie. There was a little bit of a scare. But still, Castellanos and Schwarber both have 1 home run. I think Schwarber has 2 home runs so far through 3 games. And baseball's exciting in Philly again. Like, they actually have an offense that can produce runs. And with Aaron Nola's... So, like, what'd you think of Aaron Nola's first outing?
You know, like, Aaron Nola's one of those guys where, like, you know, we always talk about, like, the Phillies don't have pitching, but he's the guy that we have to rely on. Like, he has to be consistent. Him and Wheeler have to carry us to some of these wins because, as we've seen some first 3 games, they're very low scoring, okay? So, you're going to have to pitch the ball.
I mean, 9-5 is low scoring to you?
I mean...
That's low scoring?
With all the sluggers that we have...
9 runs?
I don't know,
Bro,
man.
do you remember this team? This team could barely scrape together like 3.
I don't know. I think Aaron Nola, I like him, but, you know, there was that point last season where everyone was like,
yeah,
I don't know how to feel about him because, like, he came into the season with so much hype and then he just kind of went down, but...
I think he's just showing so much incredible wear and tear.
Yeah.
And one thing that is important to keep in mind is his contract.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be paid $15 million this year. He has a $16.6 million club option next season, and then he becomes an unrestricted free agent. He's been pretty reliable. He started in 30-plus games in 3 of the last 4 seasons, but 2018 was his only season where he's had an ERA under 3. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's just the old school guy in me looking at only ERA and being like, oh, this is like not good. But he had such a great outing until it was the 7th inning. Threw that 1 pitch. It's the same old, threw that 1 pitch, and it's just another 3-run, 2-run homer that brings it to within 1 run. And it sucks because it feels like every single time, the last couple of starts that he's had dating back to last season, he's put it together, and then it's a 1 fucking pitch.
Yeah.
It's a 1 pitch that he throws. It's like a hanging curveball or something like that, and it just goes into the stands. And with the addition of... When you add in also Mickey Moniak's injury with that hairline fracture, it was just a backbreaker that the team didn't need before. Because if you take the Mickey Moniak in spring training, again, those were like Hall of Fame numbers. Obviously, he's not going to duplicate that. But if you take that Mickey Moniak with that same mentality and attitude going up to the plate, and you throw him in instead of Matt Vierling, I think things play out a little bit differently in some of these games. But like... long term, like, who else could really win the National League? Besides the Dodgers. We know the Dodgers.
And the Braves lost Freeman, so that's big.
Braves lost Freeman. They added Matt Olson, too. Yeah. And the Mets, you can't count on Jacob deGrom to be healthy. You can't count on Max Scherzer to be healthy a full season. So when I'm looking at this, I'm like, when I'm looking at the rest of the National League specifically, I'm like, there's no reason to say that the Phillies can't win the National League or at least go far where they get into an NLCS. Yeah. Can you imagine an NLCS in, like, CBP again?
Park. Oh, baby.
Absolute electric factory. That's exactly what Philly needs. But I don't know, how is the defense cause for concern for you?
Yeah, I mean, everyone keeps talking about, you know, like you just said, Schwarber and Castellanos are absolutely killing it right now. So I think the defense is really, you know, going to be the biggest factor.
There have been some
I saw Bryce Harper, you know, the ball popped out to him in right field and went off the wall, and he just la la land. Like, I'm just like, come on, dude. Like,
you're yelling at your TV.
Like, let's go.
Yeah, you're yelling at your TV, and then you do the classic Guido move. It's like, I could have caught that fucking fly ball. It's like, okay, dude, relax.
Yeah, but...
So, do you have an early season prediction for this team? I'm predicting NLCS at least right off the bat. I am totally fine with laying it all out on the table.
I think we make the playoffs.
Okay.
Right? I do think we make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I don't want to make any, like, you know...
Assumptions,
exactly. I don't want to make any, like, predictions about this team yet, because I don't know how... Like, it's been 3 games, right? Like, we can't just say, like, right off the bat, oh, yeah, they're going to the NLCS. I mean, maybe you want to say that, but, like, I'm not going to say that.
I definitely want to say that. Manifesting.
But,
come on.
By game, you know, 50 maybe. Well, maybe we reconsider.
Game 50? Go into the All-Star break?
Yeah. But I just think there's a lot of new guys in this lineup, and, you know, obviously, like, Bryce Harper wants to be there. I don't know what Castellanos is like. I don't know what Schwarber is like in the locker room. But
Yeah.
I think with Hoskins, with Bryce Harper, you got two guys right there that are like legitimate hitters.
And Hoskins has been looking like refreshed at the plate. Like he's really thriving in that being underneath like Castellanos and Schwarber because he doesn't have that pressure. I forget who was. I think it was Ricky Batalico or Ben Davis on the post-game live. One of them said that Hoskins will have plenty of opportunities to score RBIs because he's underneath those guys. And this team will be a lot different because it's not pressure to just score like 4 runs and hang on for dear life.
Yeah.
So, Philly fans, plenty to be optimistic about.